What is going on, everyone? Platinum B is coming at you with yet another video today. Today we're going to be taking a look at where spot price ended up for the week. We're going to also take a look at the community post that I posted earlier on in the week. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, guys, so it has been an interesting week for sure. I've got the chart pulled up here. We're going to take a look at all four precious metals, see what their performance was for the week, see where they went, see where they didn't go, see who was right, and see who was incorrect. So, full disclosure, I am recording this video at 1:16 p.m. on Friday. I'm recording it a little bit before market close, and the reason for that is because simply I have other commitments to uphold around 5 o'clock, so I won't be available to record, but I'm still going to get this video out nonetheless. Now, keep that in mind. Spot price could change within the next 4 hours, although I don't see it changing very drastically. So we could see it go up a couple bucks here, a couple bucks there, but generally speaking, it's probably going to close where it's currently at. Now, if we go to the 1 month chart, what we can see is we started out Monday, September 20th, 2021 at 922. That was pretty much a year-long low. We're really coming up on when spot price really broke the $1,000 mark, and that is a very, very low number. It might have been a little lower exactly a year ago, but it hasn't been this low in quite some time. Now, we saw it skyrocket to the $1,000 mark on Wednesday, and we're seeing this continuing trend of it going down Thursday and ending up down Friday. Now, the current spot price is $996.19, so it's just below $1,000. It's not quite back down to that $922 number we saw. However, we did close last Friday at $943 and opened on Monday at $922. So what we could see happen is, instead of purchasing over the weekend, it could mean that the opportunity to buy is actually sometime during the day on Monday. And then if you're looking at the middle of the week, I would avoid it at all costs. It just seems to be the trend that's going on right now in the spot price world, in that it seems to go up during the middle of the week and back down on the weekend and start out really low on Monday or overnight Sunday, and then just make it way back up and then back down towards the end of the week. I don't know when this trend is going to end, but it's definitely interesting and kind of hard to gauge at times. So, with that being said, we have ended the week up for platinum. So we can call that an up week. Even though we saw a dip towards the end, it still is up from its Monday price point. Now, taking a look at gold, we can see that we started out on Monday, September 20th, 2021 at 1765.18, and it looks like it's at 1756.67. So it's actually down a little bit for the week from its Monday spot price close. So we are down for gold, so gold is looking like a pretty decent buy. But if you take a look again at this trend, it sits here, it goes down a little bit, sits here, it goes down, it kind of sits here. And so what we're seeing is sort of a long, lengthy downward turn over the past month for gold. If we take a look at the 3 month chart, it's a little bit different picture. We see a drastic dip early on in August and then a movement back up. But nevertheless, we could see this movement here and here at some point in the future. So I think gold is a decent price and a decent buy at this time. But as far as this week is concerned, it is down as a whole, about roughly $10 or so. So not too big, but it is down. Taking a look at silver, we can see we started out on Monday, September 20th at 22.30, and we're up just 18 cents. I'm not good at math, but 18 cents up for the week. Now, that could go down within the next 3.5 hours or so, but I don't see it moving very much. So we're going to just call this one an up, right? It's only 18 cents, so don't get too excited if you did think it was going to go up, because it's really more of a sideways trend. If you want to call it sideways, that makes a little more sense, but technically speaking, it is up. Taking a look at Palladium, we can see it has just continued its downward turn for quite some time now. And that's how it's been the past month, with a drastic decrease in the past week or so. But starting out on Monday, we started at $1903.50, and it's actually up about $7. So it's up from Monday, but it's way down from where it was not long at all ago. We're looking at $500 in the past month, and we're looking at $855 in the past 3 months. So Palladium is down for the count. Does that mean that people are switching from platinum to palladium or palladium to platinum? I don't really know. Could be. But what we're going to do right now is we're going to go take a look at the community post that I posted at the beginning of the week. And we're going to see what you all had to say, where you thought things were going to go, and just things of that nature. Okay, everyone, so I've got the community post pulled up here, and we got a very good amount of votes on this community post. I think that might be the highest overall. We got 169 votes, and 16% of you said all metals up. 51% of you said all metals down. 24% of you said all metals sideways. 8% of you said palladium once again in the toilet. And 1% of you said mixed comment below. So, with that being said, it doesn't really look too much like anybody was really spot on. We saw silver was up a little bit. We saw platinum was up a little bit. We saw gold was down a little bit. And we saw palladium was up just a hair. So I'm going to go ahead and give it to all metals sideways, because realistically speaking, we haven't seen any drastic movements. A little bit up, a little bit down here. So some were kind of correct on some points and things like that. But it's interesting to see what you all thought was going to occur. And we did see, I will give it to this 51%. We saw a straight bottom on Monday, right? And so that definitely happened right after, I'm sure some of you voted in this poll. However, throughout the week, it went back up a little bit. It went down just a little bit, but it didn't go down to its Monday low. And so for the entire week, we actually have ended up a little bit. But let's go ahead and take a look at the comments to see what you all had to say. Pistol Packing Pilot said, we bust below 22 silver and or 1700 gold. The bottoms falling out. Both very critical support levels. I've said for months now that I believe we'll get one more crack at sub 20 silver, and I stand by those words. We fall below the 22, we'll soon see $18 range. Have your fiat ready. You know, I think that's a great point you make, Pistol Packing Pilot, in that I think I think $22 price point is definitely a breaking point, I think. I think if it holds above that, it's not going to go below it. If it goes below it, it's going to go way below it. I tend to agree with you on that kind of thinking and mindset and outlook. So that is definitely interesting for sure. But we'll just have to wait and see. It hasn't broken below that $22 price point yet. But nevertheless, we might see it. We might actually end up seeing it. So we'll just have to wait and see what exactly is going to occur. But thank you for your comment, Pistol Packing Pilot. I really appreciate it, my friend. Up next, we got Merciless 1080p. Love your channel, beast. Just bought my first piece of platinum, 1 10th ounce kookaburra. Thank you for your videos. Well, thank you, Merciless. I really appreciate your comment, my friend. Up next, we got Benny Benny. Said, I'm going to guess gold stays plateaued. All other metals are going down like surround sound. Well, I mean, we did see it just straight bottom on Monday, so you were correct about that, Benny Bitty. But for the whole week, actually, gold ended up being the only one that closed down for the week from where it was on Monday. So, almost kind of the opposite in a way. But, I mean, you know, I'm sure you believe that the metals are ultimately going to kind of end up a certain way. And it's really hard to gauge. I mean, at this point, I have no idea what's going to happen week in and week out. But I like doing these polls to kind of gauge you guys' thoughts on the matter. So thank you for your comment, Benny Benny. Up next, we got West Coast Stacker said gold should be going up with all the current problems, so it will probably go sideways. I was hoping it would hit a bit lower to add to my stack. I'm buying for long-term or catastrophe, not looking for short-term gains. Yeah, with stacking, you really shouldn't look for short-term gains. If you're a dealer or a supplier or something like that, maybe, but if you're doing it for an investment reason, then short-term gains, you can make much more money in other facets. So I agree with you on that wholeheartedly, West Coast Stacker. Up next, we got Don't Ask. Said this is why I stopped buying at 17. Seen it before. When it hits 20, out the door. I may pick up 1 ounce and follow it back to sub 16. 15 is my stacking number. That and over 80 to 1. Yeah, those ratios. I remember when gold was 100 to 1. It broke 100 to 1 back in 2020, and that was just insane to see. I tell you what. But nevertheless, I totally understand that, and I've been slowing way down on silver. I pick up very little these days of silver, so I can understand where you're coming from. Don't ask, and I appreciate your comment, my friend. Up next, we got Silverback El Toro. Says, I need a $7.50 an ounce on the gold and $16 an ounce on silver. Well, $7.50 an ounce on gold is going to be a little bit hard to do, in my opinion. 16 an ounce on silver, not impossible, but who knows? I'll be swimming in silver and gold. Word. Yeah, I mean, if they were at that price point, I think everybody would start really just kind of racking it up. But it'd probably be hard to come by, to be honest. I mean, if 2020 is any kind of thing to look at, is, you know, when the prices tank, the supply all of a sudden becomes short. Silver said, good, keep dropping. At some point, they will rebound, whether it takes 1 year or 5 years. Metals should be considered long-term savings, not an investment. That is the truth. Just think of how powerless we would be without metals as an option. That's very true. That's very true indeed, my friend, and definitely it is a long-term savings goal. So thank you for your comment, Silver. I really appreciate it, my friend. Punch Bowl Turd said, Platt is ready to go through 900. I hope if you feel like you missed out, are starting to get some. Yes. If platinum continues to go down and it floats around 900, it's definitely time to pick it up. And my man Punch Bowl Turd says it. And that's what I believe too. I mean, that's just a bottom price point. I mean, you might see 800s, but I mean, you're getting real close to what it costs to simply take it out of the ground. And at that point, it's just not going to go any lower, really. But that's just my opinion, and as well as Punch Bowl Turd's opinion. But that would be a very good price point to buy at. And last but not least, we got Mr. Robert M. Says, 2023, my prediction for silver to go from 30 an ounce and higher for electric cars, low in 2021 at 15 an ounce with high premium. My prediction for silver to go from 30 an ounce and higher for electric cars, low in 2021 at 15 an ounce with high premium. So it looks like you're saying that you think silver will break $30 an ounce in 2023, and it's going to go low this year to about $15 an ounce. Well, that would be interesting, and that would be great as far as accumulation. Interesting points you make. If you see this video, leave a comment on it. I'd love to hear a little bit more about why you believe that. But that is an interesting take and an interesting point you make, my friend Robert M., and I really appreciate it. And I appreciate everyone who commented on this video today. And even if you just voted in the poll, I appreciate you as well. But yeah, guys, that wraps up today's video on where spot price ended up for the week. Be sure to hit the like button down below. Hit the subscribe button if you have not already. Be sure to leave a comment in the comment section down below on this video, letting me know your thoughts and opinions on where spot price ultimately did end up. And with all that being said, guys, until next time, we'll see ya.